See the numbers in the option number 1 is 36, 25, 64, 36, 6 square 36, 5 square 25, 8 square 64, 6 square 36, 9 square 81, 8 square 64, 10 square 100 and 9 square 81. So if you observe these all pairs, we see that these all are perfect square. So all the numbers are square and there is no what you can say different or odd one out if I apply the rule that the square of the numbers. Sometimes student when observing the question they find out that many times their answer may be wrong or option may be wrong. So your thinking for that particular question is different and the question paper set by that particular examiner, her or his approach may be going to be different. So same thing may be possible in this case also. So if I apply the perfect square rule here, then I cannot able to find out any odd one here. But then there is another option I have to verify that. Let us see if I do the another method called 36 minus 25. What I am getting here, 36 minus 25, I will get an 11 as an answer as a subtraction. 64 minus 36, if I subtract it, I will get 28 as my second option answer. And 81 minus 64, then my answer is going to be 17. And if I do 100 minus 81, then it is going to be answer as a 19. So if you observe that 11, 17 and 19 all are the prime numbers. These all are prime numbers. The only 28 is an even number. So with respect to the even number or with respect to what we call an prime number, the 28 is a odd, that is the option number 2, 64 and 36 will be the odd one out for this particular question. So correct option of this question is option number 2. So option number 2 you can see here that 36, 64 and 36. Now let us move to the next question. Now here again we have to find out the odd one, and here these numbers are look to be very simple. But this simple type of questions in IT, student get overexcited and they write there as answer because this is a competitive exam. So the two skills are tested here. First test is a speed and the second is an accuracy. And those who follow both the rules strictly, speed with the accuracy, some student have a speed but doesn't have an accuracy. Some student have an accuracy but not the speed, and they lagging behind and they didn't get the scholarship. So you have to maintain both the balancing thing, the speed and accuracy. Let us come to this question. Question 1, that option number 1 is 144. If I observe here, it is a 12 square. It looks to be a 12 square. 225, it is a 15 square. 256, it is an 16 square. And 324 is an 18 square. So again it's a same pattern what we solve a previous sum. All numbers are perfect square number. Then how you can find out the odd one out? Then what the another option is there. If you closely observe, look at the 144. If I add this number 1 plus 4 plus 4, I will get the sum of this number is 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1 is 9. Then 225, if I add, that's 2 plus 2 plus 5. This is also I am getting as a 9. And 256, that is 2 plus 5 plus 6. And if I add these all numbers, 6 plus 5, 11. And 11 plus 2 is going to be a 13. So both these numbers are prime numbers, 17 and 19. Now coming to the 29 and 27. This 29 is divisible by 1 and by 29. 27 is divisible by 1 as well as by 3, 9 and 27. Now look at this 27 as 4 divisors. So it is not prime number. So this is not prime. So this pair is not prime number. This one is a prime, this is not a prime. 23 and 31, both 23 is divisible by 1 and 23. 31 divisible by 1 and 31. So this is also a prime number. So this is fourth option, prime number. Second option is a prime number and the first option is a prime number. So these three pairs are of the prime number, while the option number 3 is not a prime number. So with respect to this, the option number 3 is an odd one out, and therefore final answer will be option number 3, that is 29 and 27 are the odd one out. So here we apply the trick called prime numbers. See, whenever you practice any particularly sums in IT, see that there are certain rules are there. We have to find out the rule for that particular question because they followed certain pattern, and you have to make the note of that each and every pattern. Now let us move to the question number 2. Now question 2 is again 4 option with pair of numbers are there, and you have to find out one is a different one. So in what sense it is to be a different? Let us see how it is going to be different. First you observe the number very closely. 36, 25, and I can able to write this is 6 square and this is what we called as a 5 square. So both are a perfect square numbers. 64, 8 square and 6 square. Look at the pair number 1. Both are of a perfect square. This is 9 square and again this is 8 square. And while the 181 is 10 square and 9 square. So if I apply this rule here about which one is a different, here I cannot able to find out which one is a different because all numbers are perfect square numbers. What are that? All numbers are perfect square numbers. Means whose square root is a whole number we called as a perfect square number. In this sense of a perfect square number, we cannot able to find the odd one out, and the question is you have to find out the odd one out. Then you have to apply the another technique. What is the another technique is possible? Sometime when a student observe the question or solve by any one particular method, he may or she may under impression that his or her answer is always correct. But see the examiner point of view, what the examiner is thinking and what the other alternatives also there, you have to cross verify that. Your answer in one sense may be correct, but you have to see what the majority of the answer is there. So another alternative way I can think it, how can I can find out the odd one out here. I will do subtraction. See, 36 minus 25. 36 minus 25 will get an 11. Similarly, I subtract this 64 minus 36. If I do the subtraction, then I will get 28. Then 81 minus 64, then I will get as a 17 as a subtraction, and 100 minus 81, then I will get 19. So if you observe the subtraction 11, 17, 19, these all are previously like what we called as a prime. These prime numbers are there 11, 17 and 19. It means the difference of two numbers is a prime number except the option number 2, that is 64 minus 36 is 28, which is not a prime, and therefore the option number 2 is an odd one out. Now let us move to the next question. Again, here we are given with the 4 option. Some looks to be very easy, but you have to apply some logic behind the numbers, and we have very limited period of time, that is in 1 minute. You have to read the question, you have to answer the question, and you get the correct answer. Let's we have 144 here, 225 here. So 144 is 12 square, 225 is 15 square, 256 is a 16 square, and 324 is an 18 square. See that all students of the scholarship examination, those who are preparing for this exam, you should know the squares up till 30. So those who know the squares, or they can able to recall the square up to 30, they can do the fast calculation. That is necessary to get and speed and accuracy. So if I apply the rule of the square, then all are again the perfect square number, and here we cannot able to find the odd one out, or one is a different. Then we have to see any other alternative method is there. Let us see. If I do 1 plus 4 plus 4, that is the sum of all digit number. I'll add 1 plus 4 plus 4, I will get answer as a 9. So total is going to be 9. Similarly 225, 2 plus 2 plus 5, here also I am getting sum as a 9. Then 2 plus 5 plus 6, that is 11, and plus 2 is 13. And then 3 plus 2 plus 4, that is 9. It means the option number 2, option number 4, all are having sum of the digit is 9 except 256, whose sum of the digit, what you can say, sum of its digits is not a 9, which is a different than all the 3 options, and we have to find out the one different number, and therefore 256 is a different number or option other than the given 4 option. Here I give some explanation also. While attending the lecture, all students are requested keep a notebook and a pen with you. Whatever you see on the screen, you have to write it, and same time you have to copy. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, and your feedback is valuable to us. Now let us move to the question number 3. Now here again, both the previously two sum we solved is related to the square, but here some bigger numbers are there. Then what will be my approach? See, the number says itself. Number says something. We have to close observation. If you do the close observation, look at the here. If I take this 4, the corner number, again the 3 is the again the corner number here, and if I multiply by 4 into 3, I will get the middle number. Means multiplication of the corner numbers of both the sides, and I will get the middle number. See, if these rule follow for the option number 1, then it should be follow for the remaining option also. And this, if it is followed, then we can, it is similar, and for it is not followed, we can say it is 1 is a different. So then I can go for the corner number is 4, and next is 3. So 4 into 3 is equal to 12, and here it is given 21. So it doesn't follow the rule which is for the option 1. Now look at for the option number 3, 5 into 4 is equal to 20. So the corner number multiplication is the middle one. Therefore here also the rule follow. 6 and 27, I can say 6 and 7, unit place numbers will get 6 into 7 is 42. So this is also follow the same pattern. Means option 1, the end number product is a middle number in option 3 and option 4, but it is not valid for option number 2, and therefore the odd one out is option number 2. Like this way you have to think it, and you have to solve the variety of sum based on it. Our Yajnavalkya channel is totally free channel for all the students who are going to be appear for the scholarship examination. They want to pursue the career in the scholarship examination. So move to the next question. Now this question is something different than the previous one where we saw the relation between the odd numbers. Now we'll coming to the analogy. These type of sums many times asked in the IT type of question for 5th standard or maybe 8th standard or any type of competitive exam are there. These analogy are always asked. See, 9 has a certain relation with 25, then what will be relation of 36 and what will be appear at in the question mark place. If you closely observe, then what I am getting here, I can write this is 9, which is 3 square, and next is what, 25, which is 5 square, and 3 square, that is 3 square is 9. The next consecutive number is 4, which is missing, and 5 square is 25. So similarly, if it is 3, 4, 5, then this is 6 square, which is 36. Then the definitely 7 should be missing, and then next will be 8, and then 8 square is 64, and therefore my answer is going to be 64. So here the rule follow by n square, but you have to skip one consecutive number. This is 3 square, 4 square is missing, 5 square, that 4 is skipped, 6 square is 36, 8 square 64, 7 is skipped. The rule is followed, and therefore option number 1 is the correct answer for the question. Here our explanation is 3 square, 5 square, and 6 square, 8 square. Now let us move to the next question. Now this question is quietly differ than the previously what 3 sums we solved. Here the combination of mixed fraction as well as the fraction. Now what we observe here, 1 by 2 is a mixed fraction, and here 27 by 8 is there. And when we are going to solve this type of particularly sums, you have to see option also, because when you read the question, definitely sometime if you read the question many times you are not getting the answer, then the smart way that your answer will be lies in the 4 option only. So some student or there it is a special trick is there. You can go it from, instead of in your mind multiple option is going on, you can select this 4 option only, and from the option we can come to the answer of the question. Now what we are observe here, this is 2 in the denominator and here 8 is in the denominator. Then what is the relation between 2 and 8? Then the relation always, see, is in a IT we have square and square root. So this is 2, then it is 2 cube is an 8. It means it is a cube rule follow here. Then if I here observe 3, then if it is followed 2 cube is 8, then it should be followed by 2 cube is 27. Then where I am getting 27? Yes, in option number 1, 64 by 27, and option number 3, 1000 by 27. But we have to select only one option. So then don't think about these two options. So focus on these two options only. Now how I can get either 1000 or 64? For that I have to see how the 27 is appear here. Then 27, it looked to be 3 cube 27. Then how can be 23 will be there? Then we know that in a mixed fraction always this number multiplied by this number add here. So 2 2s are 1 plus 2 1s are 2 plus 1, and that become a 3. And if I cube it, and that become a 27. It means if I apply the mixed fraction rule, then 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is 3, and that is 3 cube is 27, and this is 2 cube is 8. And similarly here 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1, that is 3 into 3 plus 1, 9 plus 1 is 10, and its cube is become 1000, and therefore the option number 3 is the correct answer of this particular question. And we come to conclusion that the pattern followed n cube by n cube. In the numerator there is a cube rule followed, and in the denominator also the cube rule is followed. Now let us move to the next question. Now in the next question again we have an analogy, but something differ. This is a fraction, decimal fraction. The previously we have a mixed type of fraction, integer type is there, and here is a decimal fraction is there. Now how to deal with this decimal fraction? Again we have the question mark followed by 0.16 and 0.8 is relation with the 64. So if you observe here, then we get something called like this way: 8 square is 64. What is that? 8 square is 64. But we have 0.8. Then 0.8, if I multiply, then the rule for multiplication is I will multiply 8 by 8. This will give me 64. And the 0 will remain same here. Then we know that the rule for the multiplication is that this is from one place decimal here, this is one place decimal here, so total decimal become 2, and therefore you have to move back from left to right. How many places? 2 places. So this is first place, this is second place, then we'll put decimal sign and 0, and therefore your answer is 0.64. It means it followed 0.8 square is equal to 0.64. Then the same rule should be followed here. It is a 16. Then whose square is 16? So you can look at the option 2 square is not 16. Then definitely a 4. So 0.4 multiplied by 0.4, you will get 0.16. And here also the rule follow n square, and therefore my correct option is option number 3. So like this way you have to practice different types of sums in case of an IT, and we'll move to very next sum, and then we'll continue for the next part. Whatever you observe in our YouTube lectures of Yajnavalkar channel, all students are requested, parents are requested, your suggestions, valuable suggestions, your feedback is very important to us. Which type of next video you want, you just send it. This is entire free channel for all students who are doing practice for the competitive examination, because we believe that at Younger Foundation do a very well strong foundation of competitive exam, they will definitely do best in their career. So for that, please subscribe our channel. Now let us move to 749, and what will be 9 and it will be. So here 7 square is 49. then definitely it will be 9 square is equal to 81. Such a simple answer is here. What? That is 7 square is 49 and 9 square is 81. So let us move to the next very similar to this but quite challenging type of sum is there. Now here the question is asked, minus 2 is correlated with minus 32, then what will be 3, and in the question mark what will be appear? Then I have to observe the option. Here see, the negative number is given, therefore here answer is negative, and here the number is what we have, minus 2 and minus 32. Here it is plus sign, then therefore definitely will be plus, and that's why all options are, it is in the plus. Then what is the relation between 2 and 32? You can see minus 2, if I multiply by 5 times, minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, then this will be minus minus plus, again this minus minus plus, and this plus into plus is plus, plus into minus is minus, therefore answer will be minus. Then what we have, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, and 16 2s are 32. It means it follows the rule minus 2 raised to 5. Then the next will be 3 raised to 5. Then what will be 3 raised to 5 is going to be there. Then 3 raised to 5, it means you have to multiply 3 total how many times? 5 times. Then if you multiply, this is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81, and 81 multiplied by 3 is 243, and therefore your option is 243. So like this way it rule follow, n raised to 5 into n raised to 5 means fifth power of that. Now let us move to the today's last question, and keep wait for the next episode also. Will be live in the next episode also. Now this is 5 by 7, 36 by 342. Then what will be 3 by 5? You try to guess this question and see that what your guessing is going to be there. Now look at here, 5 by 7 is how is correlated with the 36 and 342. Now this is look to be a 6 square. Then here I have a 5. What I can do here, if I add 5 plus 1 square, this becomes 6 square, which is equal to 36. The pattern followed by the numerator. Now coming to the denominator, what we required here, 342. Then if I made it say 7 cube, that 7 cube is 343. But I required 342, then it means 343 minus 2 is 342. It means it is 5 plus 1 square divided by 7 cube, which will give me answer 36 by 342. Then here 3 is there. Here in the numerator we add 1. See, you add 1. So here also we have to add 1. So if you add 1 here, then you can see the 16 is a very close answer to this. So 3 by 5, it will be 3 plus 1 whole square and divided by 5 cube. So 3 plus 1 is 4 square. 5 cube is 125. 16 divided by 125, and the answer is option number 1. So here for the today's lecture, and thank you. Keep watching and give the feedback of our Yadnyavalki channel. Thank you very much.